shock you. Oh yeah. What happens next will shock you.
Little did Nathan know how right he was.
Not everything you do during spring and summer has to be some big trip. You can do something in town, near you, which is what we're doing here. This is downtown Provo. There's always something to do here, but no.
The redcoats are coming.
What?
The redcoats are coming.
Oh yeah.
There. They're all walking across the street. We need to go film this, Gabriel.
Come on.
Come, we must film.
Let's do a walk and talk.
Give me your glasses.
Oh.
I need to be you.
Just be him without the glasses.
Not everything that you do.
Hurry, but we're about to hit this.
Spring and summer has to be a big trip. Sometimes you can find things to do right here every day. This is the art stroll at Provo, where people set up art in their shops, like the Salty Barber, great barber shop. But there's something more important going on here: social change. Will the art stroll continue? Who's to say? But there's one thing that's certain: I would like to bring a sign.
In this video series, I want to cover not only interesting local destinations, but also local events that occur either monthly or annually. The first of these is Provo's Art Stroll. However, it was quickly becoming apparent we'd accidentally be covering two events today. Sorry, 3 events. There was also something Latin American happening at New Skin. I'm not sure what exactly, but since nothing says assimilation in Utah quite like joining a pyramid scheme, good for them.
They're saying fight back. I thought they said we will go back. And I was like, but you guys, I thought the intention was to stay where you are.
I think they're talking about going back to the park where they were at originally.
Oh yeah, because they were there before.
Yeah,
and then they went over there, and so now they are going back. Ignore them. Today's event is the Provo Art Stroll. It happens every first Friday of the month, 6 to 9 p.m. And it just adds a little something to downtown Provo. It's a pretty interesting place anyway, but there are a few shops that have set up art exhibitions, which adds something, art specifically.
What's going on here, Gabe? I don't see much.
Lots of glass, I don't see anything.
Since the protest had stopped at the center of town, we went back the other direction to look for art.
I feel similar to that gentleman.
Teenager screamed at you.
The teenager.
I know he was screaming at you, not me.
It's like one of those lever pull circle things where it's like, the cow goes boo. The teenager in the car goes, wah!
At this point, we were supposed to be making some commentary on the shops displaying art. But as we walked farther down Center Street, there wasn't a red flag to be seen anywhere.
164 West, 500 North, 550 North, University. Okay, looks like there are a few in the 200 section.
Could the theme song for this episode be Faith by George Michael? He was in
Because I gotta have faith.
Yeah. He was in Wham. I think we're approaching soon my favorite place in town.
What?
Which is authentic Salvadorian restaurant.
Oh, good.
It's very, very good.
This is the 300 block. We were on the 200.
But we didn't see any art. I feel like this video is just going to be comprised of us saying things that'll get us canceled in 5 years.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
Singing Faith by George Michael.
You haven't sung Faith by George Michael yet.
We just
We
did.
did. I came here 4 years ago and it felt like there was more art.
Well, I guess it would be nice. It seems like a Latin American Cinco de Mayo maybe appreciation thing.
Do you have any thoughts? Gabe, maybe this is the art.
It's performance art. I'd love to be a performance artist, but most performance art I think is done naked, and I'm not that comfortable with my body.
Well, you don't have to do anything.
You don't have to. You don't have to. But most I've seen that's good is naked because it has like an inherent shock value, and I unfortunately don't work out enough. So
There used to be so many more of those art stroll flags.
It's because art is dying, Gabe.
Maybe it's, it's probably got something to do with that trend thing you were saying earlier.
I feel like that's why you have such a constant turnover of restaurants, just because whenever they put a restaurant here, the emphasis is always on let's make something trendy. But then like the trend's gone in like 3 years. Whereas some of the restaurants which make really, really good food, they've been here for like decades now.
And I feel like that's probably what happened to some of the businesses that participated in Art Stroll in 2018.
I would argue with the advancement of the internet, art actually is at an all-time high. Have you ever gone on DeviantArt?
Oh boy.
Do we cross?
Well, I don't see any red flags over there. So,
Any final thoughts?
we could just end on Guitar Guy, because let's be honest here. The barber shop had a lot of cool paintings in it. I know we didn't go in there because I didn't want to, distribute other people's art for free.
Yeah.
But, Guitar Guy here, he's just sitting here on the corner, playing his guitar.
My name's Tate Gifford. I do a lot of fingerstyle guitar.
If that's not local art, then I don't know what is,
This was a mess. We came looking for art and found this instead. Because Nathan doesn't want to be cancelled, I cut out most of the stuff with the protest in it, but even in the stuff I left in, it was loud and hard to avoid, unlike the art. But in chaos there is order, and in the middle of screaming protesters, there's sometimes a cool guitar guy named Tater Tot Gifford.
That's really cool.
I guess the moral of this story is sometimes you just gotta have
Cross.
Oh, they're going in circles. Oh, they're just circling all night.
This is what Jen Psaki was talking about.
I think it's pronounced Pasaki.
They've circled back.
There's a P in her name. It makes a puss sound.
I figured it was silent.
Peter Ducey must be pleased.